Hey everybody, it's the weekend, so you know what time it is. It's time for my weekend weekly review for the QQQ and SPY. So I'm gonna do the QQQ first, my favorite to trade and watch. So this week is a big week again, um, and it looks like the QQQ is gonna get wild this week. Technically, we're still in this box between 377 and 398. And we could just move right back up to the top of it. That's definitely a possibility. But if you look here, we've never broken and closed below this 381 level in all of this time. And that 381 level is very significant because it used to be a very major resistance level. So if you look back over here, the 381 level was a major resistance, and we bounced off of it, for several days here before heading down quite a lot. So that level was a major resistance, and since it used to be a major resistance, that means it now has become a major support. And since we broke under that, we can definitely head lower. So now that we broke under that and we closed under it, that might be a sign that the sellers are taking over and that buyers are losing their touch. So, the first sign that we could have seen to tell us that buyers were losing was this decreasing volume, right? We had increasing price on decreasing volume. And, when we broke out over this major level, if we had high volume, we probably would have continued. But since we had such low volume, that's why we tanked there. Or well, we just hung out for a bit before we tanked. But anyway, so yeah, we have this major congestion pattern going on between 377 and 398. And one possibility is that we come back up to this 389 level, the 9 EMA, maybe even the 50 SMA before we come right back down. But if we re-break this level, right, if we go above it and then re-break it, that's very bearish. And then if we break 377, we're gonna see 370 quick. So that's the significant level this week is 377. And the other significant level, of course, is it's still like 403 now. I think it's 403 now, I'd say, for upside for the bulls to be in charge. And then just between the 377, well, I'd just say like 380 and 398, we're just in a congestion pattern, right? We have these boxes going on where we don't stay in between this 387 to 392 box for long. If you look, we don't spend much time in there or in this bottom box here. Most of the time has been spent in this upper box here for the past few weeks. But what that means is that if you look here, we haven't spent more than like 3 days in this box, in a row. I mean, I guess here we kind of did, but regardless, we could spend a couple more days in this box. But if we do spend, a few days in this box, we're probably going to head lower because the selling pressure is increasing. And, this was the lowest close that we've had, it looks like, right? Because the close was at 379.86. Here we had 380.69. So that was the lowest close that we've had in weeks. So that's a sign that the selling pressure is increasing. If you look at the past 2 weeks, all of the volume is selling. It's red, right? And the buying volume is a lot less. We do also have this downtrend channel forming here. And that could be something that is forming, and we could bounce off a level over here and go higher. I'm not sure if that is what's going on, but it's definitely a possibility. SPY is still in this uptrend channel here, and it looks like it's going to break down, honestly. But if it does break out over 472, it could retest that 470, let's say 477, right? Around 473 to 477. That's possible. And if we break under that 462 level, that's where things get ugly for the SPY. Yeah, so 462 is the major level for the SPY to hold, and under that, we can easily see 451. If you look at the past, we very quickly moved from that 462 to 451 level, and back and forth. So that's something to be watching for this week. So yeah, right now, the SPY is just in this box too, just like the QQQ really, and it's just hanging out between, like, let's say 450 and 470 for the most part. So yeah, under that 460 level, that 462 and the 460 is just really significant, and that's what I'm watching for this week. I'd say 462 is the most important level, not 460, because under 462 we're out of this trend channel. We're below the 50-day moving average. We're below all the other moving averages. It's just it's a very bearish point. If you look at the weekly, we could easily just pull back to the 21 week moving average, but I doubt that'll hold the support if we do break down. Probably could pull back to the 50 week moving average if we head down.